Okay, had a couple sessions the last couple of days where I've been mountain hunting. I got myself a good amount of silver. I explored the first frost cave with a friend of mine. Got some Fenris hair and some other stuff. Otherwise, it looks like I probably have enough silver to fully upgrade my sets. The problem is I have two weapons plus a bow, and I'm having a lot of fun using the axe. There's something else. These crystal walls are looking a little dark from the outside. So I'm not sure if that's the play, really. Okay. See, like... It looks kind of cool now. At night, it looks kind of dark. It's fine. Something about it that works. There'll be some other ways to improve it, but that's it. Okay. So... Clank, 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 clank. Get all this coal. Always one that's not, there's not enough. Okay, so I have 65, 80 silver with more on the... I'll build it out. Should overall be pretty good. Let's see. Okay, so I've done some searching. I didn't really find any other mountains, but I saw some other areas that like they might. But there's all these like a million. It's like a million fucking plains around here. So my options are: this is all plains. That's plains. There's this continent, which I could try. What I probably should do, or I check a new continent. I drowned here. I'm running out of stamina. Okay, so over here I felt it. What the fuck is that? Okay, first off, I'm going to plant a few things. Half my onion seeds. There's been a strange habit of some of my onion seeds disappearing lately. I'm going to be a little bit careful with that. Half of them being planted. And otherwise, carrots and turnips put back in. I don't think I really need carrots. Half of everything. Just for posterity's sake. First things first, onion. Okay. Second of all, turnip over here. Give the onions their own world. These birdies, they steal my onions. How many more do I got here? Four more? Okay, goes away. This is all fine. I keep using 4 as my new like put away button. Not sure why that is. Depends what I had there before. Depends what I had in that button before. Okay. So just reviewing. Upgrades necessary are the 30 for the battle axe, 20 for the bow, 30 for the one-handed mace. That's a little bit of a rip. So 8, 38, 58, 88 for one level, 60, 85. I don't even I have enough right now for one full upgrade of all my stuff. All right, that's fine. Let's do that. Why not? So I need ancient bark, deer hide, guck. Ancient bark, deer hide, guck. Guck. Is this my guck? Is this guck or ooze? Look. And then all my silver. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Do it. Upgrade. Make sure we're at upgrade. Crystal battle axe. The crystal battle axe is actually turned to be really fun, really. Auger fang. Cross nerve. What do I need for the shield? Fine wood. 20 fine wood. Do I have that? I sure do. Look at this. I'm turning into an absolute fucking powerhouse. Love it. Okay. Put the one silver back. Put this back. Put this back. Put back the guck. Okay, we're a strong lad. I think there's only one more level. Is it going to be the same numbers? Upgrade. Crystal battle axe. 45, 30. You need 120. Shield zone. So I need 120 more silver. What do I have? I have 67. Not bad. Okay. So I guess I'm going to get on my boat. You check all this out. No, this is already done. There's a place here. I can take the boat here. I can take the merchant and run. Not sure which of the two to do. Do need to do some boating. I could take it here and then run down here and check what's over here. I gotta just choose a new place. I felt like I saw mountains around here. But there's a lot of plains around here. But there's also this. I feel like there's something wrong where I couldn't do all this. Not sure what that was. I guess I couldn't cross over. It's too much space to cross over. This is a lot of plane. Alright, time for a boat trip. What are you doing? Oof, who messed my boat up? Probably me. Alright. No better time than now for a boat trip. Silver look. The crystal kind of looks good there. Maybe the contrast of the wood with the silver is a bit weird. With the glass, sorry. Let's see. I've been killing a lot of the stone golems. Stone golems are annoying until you realize that the key is to parry them. If you parry them, you can actually do decent damage. And they only have 2 attacks, really. So you just kind of... They do their 2 attacks in succession, and then they run around randomly for a while. Okay, so time to decide where I'm going. Best move is there. Best move is here. Just got done with Club 47. Club 47. What is that? I assume we're talking about Hitman here. Can't think what level that would be. Alright. So I'm gonna take this one. This is the closest one. Club 47. Berlin is a club, but I can't. There's no way you're at Berlin yet. That's like game 2 or something. Could be wrong. This big old boy. Yeah, I know. Life's hard. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. What do you think of the Bangkok level? I had a good time with it. I remember it being frustrating, but the level overall is cool. Yeah, sounds good. There's lots of good kills in that level. You can get the two of them to fight, where the party guy pushes the other guy out the window. You can, yeah. Colorado is like a really big open one. Flat and open. It's very rare to have a level like that. There's a lot of good kills in Bangkok. You can electrocute him with the microphone if you pretend to be a recording mixer. You can make the fat guy... You can do like a tour of your hotel room with the fat guy and then drown him in his tub or push him out the window. You can push Jordan Cross, the party guy, off of the balcony through a stained glass window or a greenhouse window when he like offers to like make you like an agent of his. There's a lot of good ones in that one. There's some fun things to do in the Colorado farm. You can like drop haystacks on people or drop a car on people. It's like a car like under construction, like in a mechanic shop. The main guy, whatever his name is, he has some good ones. He has one or two good ones in the house. That's how I judge the levels. How beautiful they seem, and also like what kind of kills can you get. Can't catch me. Maybe you can. Hey, don't aggro me. Just ignore my... Just pretend I never existed. Okay, I think you saw me. Take your time. I was blown away. I finally cooked some serpent meat, so it gave me the recipe for serpent stew. That shit is unreal. It's 80 health. I don't have anything that's even close to that right now. I have some stuff that's like in the 60s or something, or 70s or something, 60s. But it's a huge jump in quality, the serpent stew is. And you get about 8 meat per serpent. Kinda cool. I could stop and kill this guy if I wanted. Kinda better to lead him to shore. Maybe I should. Start making the habit of killing short serpents. With that sweet, sweet money. With that sweet, sweet serpent meat. You give up already? Next time. One of the key things for the fat guy, Ken Morgan, the lawyer in the Bangkok level, is that like his bodyguard takes a sip of the water in like the patio outside. So if you can get his bodyguard to be sick and take him out, then you can actually get him alone for when you're escorting him. That helps a lot. So over there to the left, I have like a marker that might be a huge mountain. So I guess I'm checking this side of the water. First things first. Hi. I'm mounting hunting. I have about... It looks like I need about 60 more silver, which I guess is about 1 vein. Approximately 60 more silver to be able to fully upgrade all my stuff. And I found an ice cave, which I did the ice cave. So I'd like to get some more of the hair so I can make the Wolfie set. And then I still haven't found out where the boss is supposed to be. So we're getting there. Most of the mountain's done. Where was the falling light for Ken Morgan? Was it like in the main area? Or like in his suite? Yeah. The first thing ever that gives movement speed? Right. One of the other kills you can do in the restaurant is to dress up as a chef and poison his food. But it looks like he chooses a different dish every single time. And becoming one of the chefs is kind of hard. The guys are like hard to get out of there. They're kind of fucking super vigilant. Yeah, and then the Fenris set is the only thing with movement speed, and it has a fist buff. I'm not sure if there's fist weapons or whether you just go bare knuckle, but it's pretty cool. The cultists and wolves that you fight inside the Fenris cave are like really high damage. They like that flame attack and then 3 of them attacking me, like took me down to like 12 health like almost instantly. It was crazy. There's a fist weapon. I figure there must be one. When I was playing the Bangkok level, I fucked up and didn't know that on mouse and keyboard you press like WASD to change between the options. You don't click stuff with the mouse. You just use like basically the D-pad like you would on a controller. So I couldn't figure out how to do the recording mixing that you need to do. You need to succeed at the recording mixing to be able to get him to like vibe with you enough to start singing in the booth, and then you can electrocute him with the microphone. Oh really? I didn't notice the weapon. But I'll look again. You get so many new items in the ice caves. Red jute and Fenris hair and Fenris claws or whatever. I assume that claws makes the fist. But I'm not sure if I've seen the recipe. I could be wrong though. Could be. I'll recheck again. Maybe I'm missing something. Also, yeah, I killed a serpent for the first time and got the serpent meat. And then you get the serpent stew recipe when you cook the meat. Holy shit, it's unbelievable. 80 health. That is crazy. Did I remember to destroy the stuff Fenris hair is hanging from? I did sometimes. I don't think I did it every time. Why, does stuff drop? It didn't seem like 100% drop rate, so I just didn't do it. That looks like a mountain over there to the front right. Yeah, I couldn't believe how much health it is. Yeah, right. I thought it would drop Fenris hair, but it didn't do it 100% of the time, so I kind of got out of the habit. Is that a mountain? First Mistlands, maybe? Could just be hallucinating. Yeah, I bet the locksmith is so crazy. It's always amazing how much health I had. It's like changed the game to learn that like your poise, like your ability to get stunned, is like affected by your max health. Really made me notice sometimes why I was getting like just wrecked by wolves. But if I use the two-handed weapon, this thing here, the crystal battle axe, this thing is sick. I'm really starting to like it. You have to use the special attack. The special attack is like a quick poke to disarm them. You poke them to knock them off, and then you just wreck them with a 3-hit combo. It's actually really fun to use. The poke is really useful. But yeah, you need more stamina if you're using a two-handed weapon, because you're just gonna like dodge and roll and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, it's the same way it used to be with like Troll Hide. Use the Troll Hide and then like put on the heavy armor set, when you want to do some actual fighting. I did that for a while, but it's too much inventory space. That looks like one hell of a mountain. I wonder if that's Mistlands or whether it's a proper mountain. We'll find out. It's going right into the fucking wind this whole time. Yeah, you should definitely get the Fenris set, but it's 20 each. I think my friend and I both got 6 or 8 hair or something total, like less than 20, I think. And then it seemed to be 20 per piece, if I recall correctly. Look at those mountains. That is crazy. Okay. So that's the huge mountain that I looked at before. I wonder if I should go around this continent for a little more scouting. It's nighttime, so I'm not going to stop here anyway. Yeah, it seemed really rare. But I guess because it's so good. Whatever. I found like literally one ice cave so far. And it was kind of hard to find a little bit. Like where it is here. So like basically I had to like run down this side of the mountain, running from wolves, and found it on a ledge that was like a little bit hidden, honestly. Okay, this looks like... What's going on over here? Don't they say like the base of the tree is like near the Mistlands? What do we got over here? That looks pretty flat. Only strictly mountain hunting. Have I tried Freelancer? Yeah. I've gotten about... done about like a dozen different assignments. So I'm like level 8 or level 10. This looks like suspiciously misty. Yeah, I'm gonna try Freelancer. I'm gonna try to max out the house. I'm moving at the end of the month, so I don't really feel like starting a new game in the next 2 weeks. So I'll just play Freelancer and this as see if I can get I just want to get the house maxed out. It's pretty fun. It's like a little different. Like you don't use like all like the set pieces and like choreographed stuff within the level. You just kind of like use your game knowledge and like your knowledge of the level. You don't have the same sort of like really elaborate setups. Here I am. Shadows? Okay. Someone just hit my ship? Fuck off, skeleton. Fuck off, Skeletor. Okay, so somewhere here is a huge mountain. It's not good to have too much turn on your ship when you're just getting going, because your ship just kind of rotates on the spot. Excuse me. Skeletons are so funny. They're similar to the stone golems in the mountains, where they literally just attack everything. And you'll be like getting chased by something, and then suddenly it's like just attacking a wolf instead of you, and it like saves you. I was doing a lot of like random ass running through like swamps and plains yesterday to try and find some new mountains. And I get saved a couple of times by how stupid they are. And there's so much obsidian in the mountains, it's ridiculous. I have like 400 of it. I'll never use that all. All I can see that I can use it for so far is the arrows. Shit. Is this plains? That's a fast one. Did he miss? Hit me there. Holy fuck off. This guy's a big one. Look at that. Oh yeah. If I shoot it, how am I gonna get the stuff back? Yeah, I'll probably take it ashore and fight this guy. You're right. Time to start harvesting. I don't have a harpoon yet because I haven't gotten I only learned recently that it's the turtles that you get it from. He's fighting them. Oops. Where is he? This is his body. Oh, I'm floating. It's so annoying. Oh. Yeah, right here. Take me on. Shit. Oh, not so smart now, are you? Give me that. Yum, 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 yum. Okay. Which of these things can I get rid of? I got 6 of the meat. I think there's a little bit more down there, or maybe the scales. First off, I need to make a, how's my thing doing? Repairs? Not so bad. Get that stuff. I need to get my ship a little closer. I need to back up a little bit. Oh, see, I jump backwards whenever. So 2 of them. I got. It looks like I got most of the meat. Maybe there's more. Gotta do a couple of clever jumps here. The other ones are probably a bit too far away. But yeah. I don't really care much about the serpent scales, to be honest. Looks like 6 meat's all I got. Alright, I'm pretty good with that. I'm gonna get 4 more wood to repair the ship, just to be sure. Yeah. The only thing I've used dev commands for so far is to plant raspberry bushes on my base. I'm sure there might be some other reasons I would use them, hypothetically. Can you just place the ship, please? Look at this, so stupid. You guys know the uppercuts? You guys in here for the uppercuts? Thought so. Okay, repair this. Deconstruct. Yeah, if there was like something really egregious that happened, I'd use dev commands if I lost something like precious. Okay. I'm gonna go back to this meadow part over here. Once I sailed so far and died, and I of course forgot to place a portal. Yeah. I did that one time. Some random Desquito killed me when I was scouting way up here. That was brutal. Basically, like, lost my full bronze set. Sad day. I had a really rough night's sleep last night. I got up like I went to sleep so late. The fly back one is like, I think, justified in a lot of circumstances. Like, the game is like brutal. The amount of time that you spend like running back after deaths, it's just not worth it. I don't know. I was up playing Valheim with my friend till like midnight, which is like 3 a.m. Eastern time. It's crazy that he was up that late. And then there was just something about like doing stuff, like playing with people. We're just kind of wired, you know what I mean? It's like hard to settle down after like spending hours talking to someone. You don't have the same kind of like settle down. So I just like did some more exploring and scouted some other areas and was watching some Korean LOL. And then, which I rarely get to see because it's always on like starting at like 1 in the morning. So I watched Live Sandbox versus somebody, forget who. I watched Hanwha Life versus Live Sandbox, which is like 4 and 5 in the league, or 5 and 6 in the league. I watched that, and then okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna circle the whole continent before I check out this mountain. And then, yeah, I went to bed at like 1:30, probably fell asleep at 2, and it just sucks, man. I can't really sleep past like 8:30 in the morning no matter what. Too caffeinated or like too used to getting up around that time, so. Just like, today feels like a little bit of a write-off, or like less like energetic than usual. I don't know about you, but from like years of computer time, like my neck and shoulder and jaw muscles are all really tight. So if I don't get enough sleep and like sufficiently relax, they feel like that's kind of like the part that feels sore the whole day. Like 2 months ago, I had a really early morning flight, and then because I was changing time zones, I didn't get into like the early evening, and then my flight was canceled because it was like Canadian winter in late January. So then I had to sleep in a hotel overnight, and I was just like, by that point in the day, with that little sleep, just all my neck, like all my like back of the neck muscles and like ones where it meets the shoulder are all like really tight. It fucking hurts. It's like my main physical weakness is like those muscles always being tight. Otherwise I'm in pretty good shape, but that sometimes will like harm my day to some degree. It all came from like consistently staying up really late for a while, like a few years ago, and like falling asleep like in awkward positions with like 2 pillows under my head or whatever, and then just started getting like tension headaches. Really taken a long time to realize like how to get rid of it. Otherwise, I don't know. Otherwise, I don't really have any sort of like physical issues. It could be worse. Just buy a thing of like extra strength muscle relaxers and take 1 half pill like once a month or whenever like it feels bad. It's not so bad. I feel like this boat is faster than the other one. Is it like a neck pillow? This boat feels faster than the Carve. Like I guess when you're at full sail, like the top speed is like, it feels like I'm racing as Donkey Kong as opposed to racing as Mario. AKA I'm zooming in the foreign. Because my neck is weird when I sleep sometimes. Yeah. Happens, man. Sucks. I think the key is like to minimize artificial light before bed after dark, and to like actually do some sort of like relaxation or like stretching routine before bed. I don't do it that often, but I do it sometimes. I found like I used to try to do a warm shower. But like having those kind of things before bed to get yourself more relaxed really makes a difference. Everyone feels like more relaxed when they wake up in the morning, but if you go to bed too tight, it's not like a net positive. Massage your jaw and like just do like 5 minutes of stretching before bed. I never do it because by the time I go to bed, I'm ready to go to bed, you know, but I should. Really good mountain over there. If I go this way, it's straight ahead. Straight ahead this way. Mountain, question mark? And then back this way. So why don't you use that pillow all the time? Do you think that would help it overall be better? Or does the pillow only help when your neck hurts? It'd take me a full day to do around this. Get around this, I think. Looks like there's a couple of really big ones over. I'm gonna duck across and get close to the shore, just to mark it on the map. I gotta find at least one more ice cave, otherwise I'm not gonna know where the boss is. Seems like mountains are usually right off of Black Forest and Meadows. Yeah, that makes sense. Problem is like there's certain ways of like sleeping that are like kind of better for like jaw and muscle and neck and whatever, but like I find it's like hard to get asleep that way. I have to be really tired, really tired to fall asleep naturally on my back. But it's way easier to fall asleep on my side. But that's like when you're like kind of leaning on your shoulder and like your shoulder's tucked in, and it kind of makes things worse overall. Hard, man. Just another good mountain up ahead. I remember I went to go see like a acupuncturist, like a naturopathic Chinese doctor. Not naturopathic, but I went to go see like a Chinese medicine doctor. She's like trying to get me to buy something called the Neck Nest, which is like this $140 pillow. Very specific and like there's a weird shape to it. I didn't do it. I didn't feel like I would ever be able to fall asleep with that. But maybe you should train yourself to do it. I don't know. The crystal clarity of the Mistlands tree or whatever that is, like the Yggdrasil tree, is like once in a while like really incredible with like the gold veining through it. Once in a while it'll just like hit the angle where it's like that thing is so cool. Yeah. People who sleep in the back are like the best sleepers. I try to fall asleep in my back. Usually I wake up on my neck though. Usually I wake up on my side, basically my neck. Weird thing about babies is like babies have like the back of a baby's skull is all like flattened and soft because when their bones are still soft, they're like lying in the back all the time. You have to turn them over, but you can't have like a baby fall asleep on his stomach or something, I don't think. See another mountain over there. Gotta keep scouting here. Definitely one here. Got a decent height to it. It seems like height is more important than area. Like this one is very large, but it never goes very high, and there's nothing here at all. Whereas this one is very high, but not that large, but had like 2 eggs and 4 veins, etc. like was really the one that got me around. You were right though, that height seems to be like the critical measurement. This one looks good. That should have silver up there. You hate to sleep on your back. I thought they said you have to sleep on your back. Yeah, I have to be really tired to do it. I'll try to like lie down on my back for a few minutes before sleep. Then eventually I'll like fall asleep and wake back up and be like, all right, I actually want to sleep, I have to roll over. Then I wake up in the morning and it's all like tucked in. Everything's all like tucked in. And it's not necessarily a good thing. Another big mountain. Okay, so we're finding like, getting some good scouting going on here. I just can't spell this at all, can I? MTN. You have really bad insomnia? That plane, there's planes over there. Yeah, you stay up late. I think you have to start like, I don't know how to fix that. I was like that for a while. The reason I used to be a weed smoker is so I could at least fall asleep at night. But it was just worse sleep, etc. Okay, I can't get through here. It's just like worse sleep. I gotta watch out for a Desquito here. The main way, I think, to fix insomnia if you stay up really, really late and have a lot of computer time is just to try to, like, one, you have to start hitting the gym regularly, and two, like, try to turn computer shit off by, like, 10 or 30 or 11. I'm not, like, fully successful at that. Like, usually I turn it off at 11, 11:30 and get to sleep by 12. And it's fine, but it's not ideal. I think by, like, 10 or something, sleep by, like, 10:30 or 11 is, like, considerably better sleep. There's a lot of things that talk about studies that say like you get better quality, deeper sleep earlier in the night. And everyone knows that. Like everyone knows that like sleeping like 10 to 7 or something like that is better quality sleep than sleeping 3 a.m. till 12. It makes a big difference, I think. Yeah. Yeah. The problem with getting that much sleep is that like your impulse control for eating is worse, and your overall energy is lower in a lot of different ways. So there's a lot of ways that like quality of life really suffers if that's how much sleep you get. I don't know your lifestyle, but I think consistent exercise is the key, and like shutting off electronic shit by like 11 max, and no phones in bed, no laptops in bed ever. Those things are like horrible for your mental health. There's a lot of stuff I read about like how much the light that your eyes take in affects the way that your entire body like views what time of day it is and what things there are. And you need to be able to like rest and relax during dark times. The classic way to look at it is bright days, dark nights, which is like kind of hard for the gamers in the world for sure, but like it really affects like your rate of disease, obesity rates, like your body stores more fat if your like day-night rhythms are fucked up. These things are really important. So there might be 2 mountains here, depending on whether this one is the same as this one. It looks like there might be 2. Or maybe I just saw this one from here because it's so tall. Yeah. Yeah, I read that in a lot of Scandinavian countries, there are like a lot more, there's a lot of ways that in public spaces, there's ways of getting out to appreciate the light. Like I read like in Sweden, there's a lot more like benches and stuff like around. Because when it's sunny out, because it's so rare in some parts of the year, people really just go outside to like appreciate it. And everyone says the like random fact of like in northern hemispheres or whatever, like 70% of people are vitamin D deficient or whatever. Yeah, those things make huge differences. There's a lot of arguments for like the equator being the healthiest place to live. 3 or 4 being dark is wild. Doesn't it mean that in the summer in Scandinavia, like, I guess, yeah. Doesn't it mean that also, like, in summertime, it's, like, really, really long days? I was in Ireland 4 years ago, and it was, like, July or something. And it was really, really, it was quite north in Ireland, and it was, like, the sun would go down to, like, 11 or something, 11:15 at night. It was crazy. Actually, it wasn't that west. I was in Galway. Galway's on the west coast of Ireland, Africa. Always on the west coast of Ireland. I said it twice. Is that north? Or really? Galway. It's like, no, it's like middle. Yeah, it's like roughly parallel to southern Denmark. No, that's Germany. Galway, straight east is like Hamburg. Okay, not that close. It's way more north where you are. I need some meadows to pull over in. I think that might be the reason that there's like a lot more. Well, one, because they're like coastal countries, but that might also be one of the reasons, like historically, that there's so much like fish consumption in Scandinavian countries. Well, I think it's mostly because they're coastal, but a lot of people will argue that you get better fish, you get better vitamin D sources from food, and like seafood and shellfish than like basically anything else. Where's the closest meadow? Yeah, that's a huge difference. That's crazy. Okay, we spent the rest of the day going around the mountain again to the meadow part. Here I will start adventuring. Hopefully there's 2 mountains here. Yep. Gotta do something in those indoor months. It's kind of like if you're in a phase where you have a game you really like, there's always kind of like a little secret thrill to it being very like a bad weather out. You're like, yes, nothing's making me feel guilty about going inside. But if it's really sunny, it doesn't necessarily always feel good to be inside. You gotta like take advantage of life when you can. But sometimes it's hard. If you just like, if what you wanted to do that day was to play a game. If it's sunny out, it's like, this is like not the right scenario for this. Sometimes a rainy day when you if you're like in some phase where you're playing games a lot, you wake up in the morning, you hear that it's raining out, you're like, yes. It's a write-off. I put a line of the crystal glass around the outside of all those hearths in the top of the light tower. It looks pretty good. I'm trying to figure out ways to make sure the wind doesn't blow the fires out so I can actually sleep in my tower. I might even do a higher level. I want to see if I do a second layer of crystal. I think I might have enough. Probably not. I'm a little short to a second layer. It took about 50 plus crystal to do. Probably a little more. I want to see if the fire... I want to see if the hearth fires go through the crystal, so there's still a good amount of light. Lightning? One thing I've barely got into this game is fishing. Like, I just have like a bunch of fish in a chest, from like them just leaping up on the coast. But I never even bothered buying a fishing rod. I have one right now, but I never used it. And I don't even see any recipes. Like I turn raw fish into whatever, like the cut fish in the cauldron, and then I like roast it on the fire, and the fish on the iron rack. But like I don't really have any new recipes. So far fish has been kind of underwhelming. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe different kind of fish give you different recipes or something, I don't know. Okay, the problem is I didn't bring stuff for a portal, but I'm pretty close to the base. So I'm gonna spend once I arrive over here, I'm gonna spend the rest of the night building a little shack for protection. And then once it becomes morning, I'm gonna scout out the continent. Doesn't seem like there's doesn't look like there's gonna be any plains or anything on it. Usually if there's plains, they touch the coast. One thing that's crazy is how much cloudberries there are in the plains. Cloudberries are very plentiful. Whenever you see a bunch of them, there's like literally 50. It's so crazy. But look how beautiful this looks with the still water. A little sun starting to peek up. Every single time, man, it gets me. If this is the Viking afterlife, like if this is the Viking purgatory, then they're doing okay. It's a little dangerous. I'm sure Valhalla is better, but this is pretty good. Yeah, I was only in Ireland for a week, and it was in July, so it was probably 5 a.m. till 11. Yeah, around the time that you're saying. So it'd still be kind of bright at 11 or 11:15. So since I was flying east, I was jet lagged, and then I go to bed, and then I wouldn't be able to sleep. Then I'd like be up and awake and like sleep badly, and so the whole week I was there, I actually never got over my jet lag. So I took away from the trip a little bit to like toss and turn till like 3 in the morning and then sleep till like 10 or something, 11. When you're on vacation, I was there with my family, it feels bad. It was nice though. Very rural, very like country like. People in Ireland and like Galway area had like the thickest accents I've ever heard in my life. No joke. Like not even close. Like some of the craziest accents I've ever heard. So thick. Like half Gaelic. Sheep farmers with like really happy dogs. There's one guy who was just dropped by the house where we were staying because he knew the neighbor, because he knew the person we were renting. And he has like a sheep. He like would go around basically with his dog all day in like an old 1980s pickup truck, and like shear sheep and like look after neighbor stuff and everything. And he was like the happiest dog ever. At one point, we had a bunch of sheep that were like hanging out like on the old abandoned cottage that was next door at the place we were renting. And he knew whose sheep it was. It was the neighbor. And the neighbor lived along the water, like literally 2 full kilometers away along the water. You could just see their house as like tiny white boxes. And he just said some shit to his dog and just kept yelling. And his voice would carry over the water because it was flat. And I watched as this dog herded like 6 sheep the whole way. The whole way. He just constantly, he was like, hey, 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 hey. And the dog chased the sheep along the coast for like 8 minutes. Until he finally ran the sheep back to their owner, and then the dog cut through the water on the way back instead of going on the coast and swam back and was just totally fine. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. It was like the best dog ever. It was thicker than a Newfie accent, yeah, but it's exactly the same as a Newfie accent, I find. Like Newfoundland is like the most eastern part of Canada, and Ireland is like one of the most western parts of Europe, and their accents are like identical. It's really, really similar. Yeah, and this guy would say, everything this guy would say would be like, he'd be like, blah, 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 I say, or something. And he would say that twice per sentence, every sentence. It was unbelievable. He was like, you're listening to him so carefully. Yeah, it was the happiest dog ever. That's the real dog life. You know what I mean? Like, get into a car and go roaming all day, go to a bunch of different places. I read one time that dogs are actually like more attached to, like, one of the closest human dog bonds is with homeless people, because you kind of rely on each other and you're like on the move a little bit. That's kind of like the way dogs are to some degree, apparently. I believe it. It's sad though. There's a lot of homeless people, like people living in tents and like people with like really drug addictions here in Vancouver. And I always hate it when those guys have dogs. I know they need like the companionship and need the help, but like I don't like the idea of a dog going hungry. One time I was in Toronto and a homeless guy was begging for food and he had a dog with him, and I bought food for the dog and not him. And he kind of gave me attitude about it, but I don't know. I don't care. I care more for the dog. Chip should be fine, right? No damage? Alright. Gotta find some wood. Yeah. There's a lot of homeless people in Toronto because a lot of the shelters are like in the downtown core, which is the way that the world always goes, it's fair. But it's just, it means that there's like a real concentration of like really ill people, like just like yelling at people who are trying to live their lives. There's like women going to work like in suits, and there's like people like fucking yelling at them so bad. These brutes are like, they don't get, these brutes don't fuck around, man. I like them. I respect them. They're like the boss of the schoolyard, you know? In Vancouver, in Vancouver, there's a lot more drug problems, I think. I'm not really sure what the difference is. But obviously, like, the way that one guy said it, which makes sense, which I've heard before, is like, the West Coast has like the country's homeless problem to some degree. Because especially in Canada, there's very few places where it's like okay to be outdoors for most of the year. And like most of the West Coast, like apparently like Portland, Oregon, etc. In Portland, Oregon, things like that, Seattle, a lot of California, obviously. There's a really high amount of homeless people because it's one of the only places where you can like live all year. So I mean, why would you go to like fucking Nova Scotia or something when you could live in like a tent in the woods? Oh! If that killed me, that'd be very inconvenient. I think the homelessness issue in any given country is like indicative of how good the government is at this guy is a beast. The homelessness problem in a country, I think, oh shit, I drank a potion by accident, is I think largely related to mental health services and like mental health facilities and like access to those things. Seems to be like a pretty close rating. Can I make a little house out of this? Donk. Put on my prospector's hat. I don't have my hoe around. Can't flatten the ground. Alright, simmer down. That's also why all the more advanced countries are more north. We had to evolve. Ahead of winter. Yeah, I always wondered about that. Like, why there's such a different... That's a smart way of thinking about it. I never thought of it that way. I'm stupid. I always kind of thought it was like, well, why would you spend all this time, like, working indoors on, like, heavy fucking scientific shit if you, like, live in a country where there's, like, fruits on the ground and everything's beautiful and comfortable? It's kind of the way I thought about it, but your way is probably smarter. Okay, threw away those stones. I have to pick them back up, I think, if I need to make a campfire. Any homeless people are mentally ill in some degree. Haven't got any help for a year. Yeah. But yeah, a lot of times, like, those people... I don't know. I think a lot of times people who are offered solutions would rather have, like, the freedom of being independent than you have, like, some sort of, like, degree of schizophrenia or something. They'd rather be independent, I think, than to... have all these people like looking after them and telling them what to do. It doesn't feel very good. A lot of people, a lot of humans would rather have like autonomy in a shit life than be like looked after and like pitied. You know what I mean? It sucks to be pitied. No one wants that. Did I see a stone here? No. Okay, time to figure out a roof for this thing. There's some people talking about how, I don't know, sometimes I notice myself how, say I'm up early and I go out and it's like a Sunday morning and I'm like going to the grocery store or something. The only people, let's say it's like 8:30, 9 o'clock. Like yeah, on like a Saturday or a Sunday. The only people out are like old people, me, and like the weirdos. Maybe that means I'm one of the weirdos. But it's like sometimes I think about it how like, and then the people who like have jobs and are like quote unquote healthy and functional, they're all like inside like recovering from a hangover and like avoiding the world and like watching something. And it kind of makes me wonder. It's like, who's exactly more healthy here? If I do this, the problem is that there won't be a way for smoke to get out. Well, I have the actually. Fuck that one up. I did. Well, there's holes in the roof. This should be fine. Right now, I think this is gonna be like. This is not gonna filter smoke very well. I'll take out some more roof pieces. Probably. This looks like a. I should be smoking salmon in here. I need to cut this down. I need to lower this a little bit. That's so cool. Like those old native. It's like old native villages where there's like racks for smoking salmon over the fire and like grizzly meat and shit. It's so badass. Eating that good food, like eating that historical good food, berries and like salmon and everything. I gotta move the fire. In this corner over here. I'll put the bed here under the middle of the stone thing and I'll probably suffocate. Can't breathe in the smoke. Whatever. Nobody asked you. Alright, so I'll put this as the bed, I guess. Probably a mistake, but whatever. Yeah, I don't know how good grizzly meat is. Viking food and drinks? Like what? Like mead? Okay, so I'm going this way toward the mountain. A lot of Viking villages, some ship museums. Mjolnir. Is it made from honey? Yeah, I don't think grizzly meat would be very good. Salmon, but like salmon and caribou and shit, that'd be amazing. I should put some of this stuff in the chest actually. Now that I've had like some different. I've had some like honey-based liquors, like Tej, which is an Ethiopian honey wine. I was living in East Africa for like a 2-month period. My girlfriend at the time was staying there for 6 months, so I stayed with her. And the food was so bad that Ethiopian food was like the real indulgence. Like the Ethiopian food was like really, really, really delicious, and like the real treat of what to eat. And they have something called Tej, this honey wine. It's incredible. It was like literally to this day the best alcohol I've ever had. Like the best, cleanest buzz I've ever gotten. It's like the smoothest, most beautiful alcohol. Nothing's been better than that ever. I took a whole liter of it home, but I mean, it didn't like age that well in a suitcase. Flying back to Canada. It wasn't that special when I got it back. But it was like the greatest thing ever. It's hard to explain how good it was. Okay, here we go. And do some exploring. This poke is my new favorite move. Love the poke. Isn't the restaurant Noma? Isn't that in Denmark? Like near, I forget where. But isn't like the very famous Michelin star, typically best restaurant in the world voted Noma that recently closed? Isn't that in Denmark? Yeah. Renage ZZP. I think they said they recently closed. Makes sense. Like the fine dining. Well, I found a silver vein. The fine dining model doesn't work because people won't pay what the meal costs because all these restaurants hire too much staff. The shit's gonna cost like $300-400 for a dish, and you can't just make it up with alcohol. The whole like thing is flawed. Can you fuck off? Oh, that guy wrecked me. I didn't do as much damage as I'd expect. There you go. If you do 50 plus, it's usually a headshot. Is there egg here? Okay. There you go. Okay, found some silver. Very good. Sometimes, like, especially after Noma was closed, and like they're announcing Noma was closed a few months ago, people would do more like compilations of some of the dishes there, and it's so crazy. Like, 'cause people would like, obviously the compilations would be of like the most bananas dishes, like the weirdest, craziest shit. 'Cause that's what gets attention. It's just wild. Like scrambled. Did the thing just go off? Like scrambled duck brains, like served in like a duck skull or something. Crazy shit. Is this a, there's a, oh, there's a cliff. Yes. Look at this, we made it. We made it. Oh, I'm so happy. For now, I'm going to just scout. Because I'm going to need to come back here with a portal. I don't want to go into that cave and die. I don't need my stuff. It's not worth it. I'm trying to be smarter about this game. This game is for like smarter people than me. I try to run into situations and try to make it work. But that's not how Valheim works. Valheim is like, I better not do this, or there's a case I might die. They use live ants. Yeah, I think I remember reading that one. Yeah. Hey, I get it. Come on, bring it on. Is this wolf lost? Oh, he's trying to fucking ambush me. See how it is? Take the triple poke. Take the quadruple poke. Yeah, I'm really stupid in this game. Like, this is a, I don't know, I kind of like run into situations and expect them to work out. But this is a game about like planning and preparation. Like, I can't like run through the swamp and expect it to work out sometimes. What happened? Why did the sound stop? What happened here? It can't just be the skeletal remains. What happened here? So what? That's all it was, is a necklace? That's bullshit. I thought whenever you got it in the mountains, it would be the silver vein. Okay. At least there's more. See, here's the guy I'm talking about. Here's the master of meticulous preparation and smart gameplay. This guy here. Is it over here in the woods? Sometimes when you're digging one of like the big quarries for the silver, these trees will slip through. And if like the tree is slipping down, you can get under it. You can see that all the trees are just a hollow tube of only bark. There's no inner part of the tree. Last time you checked in, I was doing progression. I'm actually pretty close to being done. I need probably like, with these 2 silver veins, I should have enough silver. With these 2 silver veins, I should have more than enough silver to fully upgrade all my gear, which includes 2 weapons and the bow. And now I'm just looking for more ice caves. Yeah, I got extra dragon eggs, etc. Now I'm just looking for more, now I just need to find more Fenris hair and look for where the boss is. Blink. I really appreciate that the game gives you the option to, it turns the pings off once you get that one clunk on the pickaxe. I haven't seen this before. Skeletons are so far in every single biome. Every single one. Where's my onions? Oh, there's no onions. Oh, over his head. Nailed him. Yeah. So 3 veins so far, that's pretty good. I remember I got pretty unlucky in my first couple of continents. Where are we at? This was the only good mountain on the island. On my original island, it only had 1 silver vein on it. And then these ones had nothing in any of these. So when I came here, and there was 4 veins in a cave, this was like Wednesday or Thursday night, I was gonna cry. I've never been happier in my life. In this game. And it's so funny how like Valheim is like mentally unstable. It's mentally destabilizing, and that you're so upset when things are bad, and then I was so happy when things are good. It's like fucking totally. I've just got the IV right in my fucking elbow, man. Where is it? Probably more eggs than I need. This is at least 2 full summons. I was under the weather for a couple of days. Were you cave searching last time I tuned in? Last time you tuned in was Wednesday or Thursday. And then my friend who I played Valheim with when the game first came out in like 2020, I decided to see what he was up to and see if he wanted to kill Bone Mass. So we killed Bone Mass. And then it kind of got like lit the fire under his ass a little bit, so he's been kind of like down to play a little bit. So I did a little roaming and like silver mining for a couple of days, and found the first ice cave and did the first ice cave last night or something. So now I needed to find more mountains to get more ice caves and more silver. But now it looks like with this I'll have enough silver to be done. So now it's like just ice caves to figure out where the boss is. There it is. How are you feeling now? What were you sick with? Go. Okay, so I'm fucking in the money. I used the wrong one for veins here. Okay, that should be good. I'm having a lot of fun with the 2-handed crystal axe. That shit is fun. And you're right about this bow. This bow has like no drop on it at all. Okay, time to look at the rest of the mountain. The snow doesn't help. Yeah. Sucks, man. Blues are the worst. This is a fat-ass mountain. 5 veins? Is this the new record? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the new record. Oh, you want some, huh? Oh, he got me first. This is the worst is when you got the wishbone on, and then you're fighting the guy, and so it's just beeping in your face the whole time. Just you getting taunted by your own weapon? These guys act exactly like the trolls if you think about it. They have the blockable attack and they have the extremely heavy attack. It's like a little harder to block and not quite worth it. And then they kind of wander around randomly for a bit between their two attacks. And to switch to the big dog. Oh, look at that. That's the damage. I'm really having fun with this weapon. Shit. Ooh. Ugh. I love this thing. It's so fun. Hey, what do I get rid of here? 1 core wood? Yeah, that's fair. Crystal battle axe. It was 10 crystal and ancient bark and silver. Pretty fun. The normal swing has a really slow ramp up on it, but it hits hard, and then it's got its special attack. Instead of being the slow attack, the special attack is actually the fast one, which is the first time I've seen that. So you use like the really fast poke attack to kind of like put them off guard, and then it gives you time to do like you kind of poke them with that, and then you hit them with the that. Okay, which way do I go to get back to my base? Southwest, got it. But it has a 20% movement slow. Fucking crazy. 20%. Sword and shield is 10%. 5 each. This is 20 flat. You gotta go Dark Souls style and just start wearing like the Fenrir gear with it. It's so fun. The Frostnar and shield is effective, and it's good. The reason I did it is I wanted to try something two-handed, but I wanted to have something that had slash and something that had blunt, so that I didn't have any weaknesses. But until I put at least one upgrade point in the axe, it didn't really feel that effective. The wolves were still kind of owning me, but now it's good. Okay, looks like one cave. Hopefully I might be able to find a second cave. Fingers crossed. And now I'm going to go back and get portal stuff. Find that boss. My friend who I was playing with the other day, the server he has is the one that we used to play on together. It has like a proper Black Forest, like tall, high building, like stone walls and moats and everything. And when I ran to the mountain to do some silver vein mining, the ground started shaking and the two trolls like absolutely wrecked his asshole, and like destroyed a lot of the base. So feeling a little low about that. Gotta run a little faster. Okay. Doesn't really matter what I do because all this stuff is gonna be able to teleport back. Take this. It doesn't really matter, but get in there. Alright, stay safe. No one harm my little hut. Gotta go home. Yeah. It's like, it's kind of hard to deal with, they didn't do anything like really bad. They like mostly just busted out the stone walls and like killed like a bunch of the chests and everything. But it could be good. As I said, every crisis is an opportunity. Because like you can rebuild that. Because basically I built everything in that house. And that was like a year and a half ago. 2 years now. Yeah, 2 years now basically. So he can kind of make it his own. He said like, we stayed up so late last night. He was like, he went to bed at like 3 p.m. EST. And then he said he was like dozing in the morning, thinking about how to like fix it and make the most better and everything. So it's good. It's not really my base anymore. Like I'm kind of, something that was like 20 months ago. I'm not really like that invested to anymore. It's like if you play an RPG. If an RPG is like 60 hours and you get 15 hours in, and then you take like a 3-year break, I'm not gonna like continue that previous game. I'm going to start over. It's always the case. What is this? Yeah, you got to kite them away from the base. I think he was like letting them destroy the walls while he like tried to pick away at them. Yeah, but you got to kite them away in all those circumstances and just try to pick one up because it's too hard to melee attack both trolls at once. It's like you're just gonna get stunned and fucked up. The same way, even like 2 wolves can be dangerous. If they like get inside your defenses, then like they'll kind of stun you, and then you're out of stamina. Like some of the deaths I've had in the mountains have been like running up the mountaintop and not having any fucking stamina left. Some of my deaths in the mountains have been like you're climbing up a hill, and then you get to the top of the hill, and there's 2 wolves there. And you're at like no stamina, and then suddenly they like chunk you down, and like you'll just never get your stamina back. They're like stunning you. It's really frustrating. Yeah, I guess I found land. Absolutely in the middle of nowhere is booby trapped. Those have been really frustrating deaths. 2 wolves, because then there's 2 wolves by your corpse. So you pretty much have to strap on the old iron set and fight them. You can't run back, especially in the mountains. You can't just run up freezing with 40 health and think you're going to get your stuff back. You're going to get wrecked every time. It's so annoying. I think that 1-star wolves, I've only seen 1-star wolves at night so far. Never once during the day. And I think I saw a 2-star troll for the first time. I think in this whole playthrough. He was huge. He was like golden green. I mean, he wasn't huge. He was golden green. But it looks remarkably different. The same way like the 2-star necks are like a bluish color. There's always a distinctive shade. There's a distinctive chroma for 2 stars. Yeah. I haven't seen any 2-star wolves yet, but the 1-star wolves came out at night. And they disappeared by morning. It fucked me up. Right. Yeah. That's cool though. Makes it harder for you to get them home. But if I can go to one of the, maybe if I get lucky, one of these little dinky mountains that are near my base might have wolves at night. And that'll be a really easy way to get home. I have like 5 or 6, depends on your perspective on it. Little shit ones that are near the base. So if I can find a 1-star wolf there, then I can get wolves home. And then they can be my fucking defense force. Wolf Team 6. That's the dream. I still have this map of Europe up on my other screen. Look to see where Galway is. Denmark is like 2 different islands. Or 3. No, Denmark is like 3 or like maybe 4 different islands, huh? And Copenhagen and Malmö. They're in 2. Those are 2 different countries, but they're like across the strait from each other. That's cool. Aalborg. Denmark's pretty large. You know when you get like some sort of like droplet or something, probably from me talking and spitting on my screen, and you look at it, you're like, please don't be a dead pixel, please don't be a dead pixel. It's always stressful. Yeah. Malmo is Sweden. But it's interesting how close that is to the... It's always the way it goes. Even if you look at any... If you look at any country, but especially like landlocked countries, all the major cities are always in like the major riverways. Oh, Landho. This little tiny island right here, I lured a serpent up there to get my first ever serpent meat. Fucked him up with my frost hammer. Good times. Kalundborg. I might have to zoom in one more to find it. Scanning here. Oh, my guy's not moving. Hey, excuse me, get out of the way, please. Can you... I really have to back this bitch up? Am I moving? I'm moving, okay. Let me get on course here a little bit. Alright, simmer down. I turn this thing like a person whose car came out of control. I go all the way right or all the way left. Way too often. I'm just very impatient. Alright. Find Kalundborg here. There it is. In the far west of the same island as Copenhagen. Cool. The picture on Google Maps is like this beautiful fucking shrine. This beautiful, huge church-like temple. 16,000? Medieval church. Quite pretty. There's something that you Europeans get to benefit from that we don't, is that all our cities were built in the 19th and 20th centuries. So they're all like just built for like economy and size, and there's none of that like low density like nice buildings that are like, even the buildings that are like apartment buildings or something are not like the horrible concrete abominations that our entire country is. Whenever someone asks me like what I think of a city in Canada or America, with very few exceptions, a city is a city here and it makes no difference. But then if you go to like somewhere like Barcelona or I don't know, parts of Scandinavia, just generally, if you go to a place where people have lived consistently for thousands of years, the feel of the city has been figured out and developed in such a superior way. It sucks, man. There aren't beautiful cities here. There's not even beautiful towns here, really. There can be like beautiful streets and things that have some beauty in like more historic districts, but overall we lose out on a lot of that. Yeah, 1150. That's so cool. And like even and some of the pictures here, even like the buildings around the port are like what like city planners call like gentle density, where it's walkable. That's the big thing. Our cities aren't walkable. It's like tragic, man. My friend lived in Canada his whole life, but he moved from Serbia when he was like a little kid, and he moved back to Serbia now, and he talks about it. Like, you get right down to street level, it's instantly activity. Like the street level is for activity, like like cafes and patios and all these things. And it's just like so so much more friendly to live in. That kind of shit bothers me. Like right now, people are like, how do you like Vancouver? I'm like, well, I like British Columbia and I like being near the ocean, etc. But like a city is a city. It's all like they're all shit. There is beauty here, but overall, it's just like concrete and parking lots and pavement and just endless fucking displays of that shit. Kind of done with it. Even now, like I have to move at the end of the month, and like I basically have half signed a lease for a place. But then I was speaking to a friend of mine, and his like cottage in the he's like basically like cottage in a small town area of Quebec is free for like literally 40% of what I'm paying in rent. And I'm like kind of tempted to be like, you know what? Okay, I'll just do that. Custom colored signs in Vanilla Val. Alright, I'll watch this.
My storage is going to look the best it's ever looked in a long time. So, just put a sign down, and we're going to do this bracket color equals orange, and hooray!
Wait.
Okay.
What?
Hidden in the latest patch was a wonderful change in the way that text works on signs.
He's got like a neon party sign.
We, in vanilla, can make our own wonderful glowy colored signs, but we can also make deep dark matte signs of multicolored words, and all sorts of goodness. You can pick your own hex codes for some of these, or just type in the primary colors. I'm going to show you how to do all of this right now. It looks amazing paired with crystal, I assume potions on item stands, of course trophies on item stands, and all of this. It's going to look absolutely lovely. The decoration, the storage, imagine the storage in the future. Okay. My storage
He's so
is
enthusiastic.
the best it's ever looked in a long
Look at this guy.
So, just put a sign down.
Look at his house.
We're going to do this bracket color equals orange, and hooray! Yeah, look at that orange.
Wait, hold on.
My
Did he just press
favorite
enter at the end, or did he
primaries.
close the bracket?
Hooray! Color equals orange,
Just enter?
and hooray!
Nice.
Yeah, look at that orange. My favorite of the primaries, no doubt.
Because my black
The way that it looks like
writing,
this
I can barely
in
see.
Valheim, it just screams Valheim. I don't know. I don't get it. It's the same thing. That
This
happens
guy's so
in Vikings.
enthusiastic.
It's
I love his
middle
energy.
Valheim here.
This is one of my favorite things lately. Like, the kind of thing that I used to judge people for of being really like enthusiastic and like a keener about something is actually the shit that like I really like now. Like my kind of soft spot is watching like people doing game retrospectives from like the games of their childhood or their youth or something. And people I used to think the people that I used to think would be cheesy, and now I like love the enthusiasm. Like that is like heartwarming to me if someone's like really geeking out about something. I love that, man.
Of course, these are the others: blue, purple, red, orange, yellow, green, and then that one's white. I have these are custom Valheim colors.
You just know this guy was so excited
Love
thinking about this
that.
video before he made it.
Now,
Look at his
set up another
house.
sign,
His
and I'm
mind
going
is
to
so
do a
in his
custom
game
hex
right now.
code This time, I'm just looking it up. So I just have like, I'm just going to do a random hex code. This one's cool. So we'll do same sort of thing, color equals, and I'm going to put my own hex code in.
What the fuck just happened? How am I supposed to know what to do with that?
Nice. Patch.
He's so happy.
Look at that. Pretty good color contrast. The signs aren't perfectly aligned.
So
The
how do I
messed up
know where
thing
those
is,
hex codes are?
When you go in to replace the color, let's say you want to say cool times.
This guy is so funny.
Oh, maybe they changed that. I don't know why. I wonder if I can do it here. There we go. So it's on the it's on the, why am I blanking on this? Primary colors. You can't just change the text. It'll reset to standard color. But on a custom hex code, you can say whatever you want. Oh no, now it's gone. I'm so confused on how that works. Anyway, changing text on these signs is so janky. Like you have to re-input color equals.
Now he's getting frustrated.
So save your favorites in some sort of Google document or some sort of screenshot, or maybe an image folder. I like Google Document for that.
That is great. I'm definitely going to take advantage of this because I can't read my things. I have to like basically just memorize their positioning.
There we go. Now we're back.
All right, what's the rest of this video?
And we got to do. There we go. Vikings fun times.
He just closed it.
Multicolored words or multi-word things. Sounds as simple as it is.
Oh. So this is a real thing. This is like the universal color
Primaries.
chroma. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little bit too red-green. I'm a little bit too red-green colorblind for this to.
Same sort of situation. It's gonna look like it's in the same color, but it'll change. Amazing game. Very nice.
This guy is so funny.
Love it. I really love it. And let's see.
He's so happy.
I'm gonna change this chill. I'm gonna show you a more matte.
The storage systems will be magnificent.
It just looks really good.
3 different exclamation marks in his bio. Sorry, in his description. All right, we done here? Is there anything else?
It doesn't want to change. So maybe it's like it gives you 1 free change on the custom hex code, but
This is
none on
helpful.
the primary color.
Like legit.
It's so weird. I don't know why it works that way.
We done here?
Realistic looking.
This is like the
glowing.
This is like the luxury shit.
Looks really good on the glowing ones.
Wait, what happened here?
Looks really cool with crystal and other decorations with it. So let's.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
This guy's making
good
a
on the
nightclub
glowing
in
ones.
Valheim?
Doesn't look as good with the matte ones. It just covers it up, and it's just really hard to see it. Yeah.
Hey, what about the amazing game?
Yeah,
Do
the
it there.
glowing ones. Crystal looks phenomenal.
That's
Almost
so
reminds me of
funny.
a neon sign. Yeah. Good old Viking neon sign. Yeah, looks great. I love the fantasy aspect of this game and the cool decorations it's gonna have.
He is so excited.
Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys some other time.
I love that. I love the energy, man. Love the energy. That was so funny. Okay, so what I... If I put crystal along here, it would block my ability to click it. I could put crystal along here. Or I could just manually place it across the front. Interesting. Okay, that's something to remember. But yeah, these need to change color, and I need to color code them a little bit, because wherever the sun is the one that's not going to work out. Okay. Anyway, get distracted here. I need 4 of these. And I think I probably don't have enough fine wood. No, it's only 14. How many for a portal? Great advice. So the problem is the fine wood. It's so short in this lately. Alright, so that's what I'm here doing, I guess. It's getting fine wood is actually really easy to get on the plains. That's been like a new thing to discover. Alright, yeah, maybe if I replace the cage on the bottom and put, yeah, there's some ways that you can dress up that shit for sure. You could do a line of fireplaces or something, and then put the crystal on either side of them, and then the chest on top of that. That could work. Yeah, he's so enthusiastic. What a passionate guy. He's like, I just love it. Amazing game. He's like, it's like a Freudian slip. You know what I mean? Like he's like, I gotta write something about this new thing. Valheim is cool. Love it. I love the energy. That's a good thing to know, though. I didn't know that. This game gets like tiny patches all the time. I don't read the patch notes. Where's it fallen? I'm surprised they didn't knock down the 2 beech trees. There's something about the damage that trees do when it falls on other trees. It's just like sometimes like the lightest hit will knock down like 3 trees, and it doesn't make sense to me at all. Yeah. I think you probably would have found out some video about it. Oh, that tree just did like a... That tree's doing like a double uneven rings routine at the Olympics. Okay, so I need 40, right? This thing is a lot of fine wood. I need 40. Halfway there. Got it. We're birch tree hunting. Coming for me. I'm at the point now where the like kind of routine maintenance of the game, I'm starting to find more and more like increasingly annoying. No, that's not true. But lately, I'm like, what? I really have to go like re-up my wood supplies or something. So it's not like I'll take the cart out to do a huge amount of wood. I'll just do like one full load. And then just have to do it like every few days or something. And there's just so many times where wood just like shows up when you're fighting or like picking it up from Greylings or something. And a lot of times you don't really want to get it because you're there stocking your inventory full of other stuff. But like one of the keys to this game is to like try to keep as close to everything as you can. Just to like maximize efficiency. It's like Stardew Valley. You always want to know what you're doing that day and like what your like big and little goals are. Or else it's pretty easy to just like run around like fucking petting chickens and collecting eggs. And then like whole times can pass and you haven't got anything done. There's always like little putsy shit to do. Same in this game. You could like collect 100 stone and 200 wood like every day and like never get anything done. See, I'm just gonna get this much, but I should do more. But I gotta get back, you know? I like this a lot. The other guy who's in... Yeah, true. I bet I have a lot of birch seeds. Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah. Should I do it near my base or just do it wherever? Can I plant them in here? Will anything happen? I have to remember that this is here. Birch Orchard? Birch Grove? I never even once thought about that. Smart move. Real smart move. I finally found two oak acorns. So I'm gonna put them in my base, like surrounded by stone flagstones as part of like my actual castle. That's for later though. Maybe I should do it soon so they have time to grow. How long does an oak tree take to grow in this game? That I don't know. Maybe no one knows that. Maybe no one knows. I don't know that. Maybe nobody knows that. Yeah. Birch trees especially are good for pathways. Oaks too. That kind of like classic southern Georgian look to it. I also have to turn this into a better portal hub. Right now I have 2 layers of portals, but I can figure out a way to make all of the top level be stairs up and then extend platforms all around and have just a circle of portals. I just haven't done it yet. Lots of little small decorating things to do currently. I also need to raise the comfort level of my bedroom up in the tower. It's not that high. So I'm like costing myself experience, really, if you think about it. Lots of little things to do. Okay, put 10 of this away. Okay, I feel like half the time I can put in 1 0. Hold on. I feel like half the time I can put in 1 0 to do double digits of how much to split a stack. See? I can do 11. I can do 13. But I can't do 10. It's interesting. I guess the 0 kind of like negates it or something. Another thing I've been grateful for is that the whole game, feathers have like never really been like in shortage. I feel very happy about that. I've always had like enough to make the arrows I need, and I've never had to like farm them. I just kind of like stumble through them and like quasi value them when I do see them. Very happy with that, because they're that seems like an annoying thing to have to like run around and try to find. Yeah, so I think I'll probably I'll try to get 4 oak acorns and do here, and then the same on the other side. That'll add a lot to the base, I think. The problem is here, this is the river. Maybe figure that out. And then, yeah, there are some other places that you could line with trees. I also thought about, because all of this is at ground level, I also thought about putting 2 trees in here. It wouldn't really work, I don't think. I gotta go kill Bone Mass again, now that I have Frostnar. Because Bone Mass has to live on one of these has to live on one of these pillars. And I gotta put crystal in these windows. Maybe I'll take the cage out. Sure. I'll refigure it out. The brazier, the cage, the crystal. I'll probably move this eventually to put one of the boss heads on it, if I do the boss heads in here. I also have to figure out what area is going to have all of the trophies. Like, do I put them up in the tower? They won't be easy to see, but I have to figure out where all the various animal trophies are going to go to line it aesthetically. But yeah, I'll probably put crystal in those windows. I was thinking before of putting a whole line of crystal along the stone keep. Sure where I would do that. You can't put crystal horizontally, unfortunately, or I'll put crystal all along this. But it looks like you can only do a crystal wall. You can't do a crystal floor. Which is a shame. Yeah, I always shoot birds when I see them. I like the bird vibes too much. I can't do it. I can't cut down oak trees or shoot birds. I love birds. Alright, wait. I forgot one of my portals. The main way I get feathers, honestly, is from those like random chests that are in the meadow in the Black Forest, and then also when you cut trees down, you occasionally get feathers. I don't know if that's baby chicks, like in their nests in the trees or whatever it is, but you occasionally get feathers from knocking those bad boys down. Going down here, I guess, for my next level of things. Here, room for portals. Okay, what am I gonna call this one? I guess it's just E-style. Okay. Yeah, shooting the birds is the best way to do it, especially if it's raining. It saves you so much time. Oh. Something that like the health bros are all about recently is something called black seed oil, which is like a historically popular Middle Eastern kind of remedy called black seed oil. It's like it's basically, it's also called black cumin. It's one of those things where it's like really good. It's really good anti-inflammatory and like strong for your immune system and stuff like that. And you can both drink it and ingest it and apply it topically. So I buy black seed oil. I probably bought like 4 different bottles of it in a row, and I drink it, and I can't honestly say I really notice what it does. And it has a very, very strong taste. Like it doesn't taste like food. It tastes like a medicine. And a lot of people, especially girls, are like, I'll never take this because it tastes so bad. But it's kind of like got that little like ooh to it. But then it's like in your stomach for like hours afterwards, and whenever you sort of like burp or something, it's in there. It's kind of brutal. But I do really notice when I apply it topically. Like I had some blisters on my face from like the sun in the summer, and like my skin was like all kind of like chapped. What is that? The blowfish. My skin was all like chapped, and then I rubbed that on, and like the chapping like peeled instantly. It was like the most effective thing ever. And even for like the times when I have like the really tight neck and shoulder muscles, sometimes instead of taking Robaxacet and a nap, I'll actually rub that stuff on my neck and shoulders. So I did that today, but it was such a strong smell that I've like smelled the black seed oil on me the entire day. So ridiculous. It's like almost not worth whatever benefits it purports to have, just by like how it's then like 6 hours afterwards that you're like tasting it on your breath or in your stomach. But apparently it's like one of the most useful products to ever put into your body ever. It has a it's like thymoquinone in it or something. One of those like, it's like a compound that has like remarkable anti-inflammatory aspects and has been used in like Middle Eastern medicine for years, like millennia. I don't know. It seems to have benefit. My girlfriend had COVID and she had like a persistent cough for 2 months, and I made her drink the rest of my bottle, like 1 tablespoon a night. And I like to think it was like part of the reason that her cough finally started to clear out. It's called black seed oil. A lot of like the kind of like fitness health bro world, the guys who are like really into like eating naturally and avoiding big pharma and big medicine whenever possible, will espouse its virtues. I've bought probably 5 bottles now over the course of the past year. I'm not sure if ingesting it does much, but apparently it really helps you from getting sick. And topically, I noticed the difference. It's just, it tastes and smells strong. Really strong. It's one of those things where like it kind of sounds like a joke when they said it cures everything except death, which obviously is like hyperbolic to some degree. I've seen some benefits. I just don't like to drink it because it like, you just taste it for hours afterward. Hours afterward. Okay, so tomorrow when I get these, when I bang out all these silver veins, I'll then have like a surplus of at least, I should have at least 150 extra silver, plus a fully upgraded set, which will be good. Then we search for caves. get the Fenris set, and then those are going to go in our item stands. And we're getting there. Onto the plains, the former penultimate biome. Yeah, I've never heard of it before, like a year and a half ago. There's a guy I follow on Twitter named Grimhood, and it's like I've never learned more from someone like about health and nutrition than I have about this one person than I have from this one person. And it's like really affected the way that I live my life in terms of how I eat and like how I practice some things for sure. But especially how I eat. I'm not like I didn't take that many science courses in university, but I took some. So if you like, if people share a lot of studies about like the beneficial effects of certain vitamins and minerals for like overall systems and like the balances that like your copper and zinc and your calcium and your glutamate, etc., how they interact, it's not always necessary to be able to exactly 100% understand everything that each study is saying. But if you look at studies over time, you start to realize that like, hey, these are the things that essentially, if you're eating like a fairly varied diet with like mostly natural foods, all natural foods obviously, and like a lot of like quality saturated fats and like proper animal products, etc., you will be covering all these bases to some degree or another, and you will be like at a nutrient surplus and be healthier by far than the average person. So like overall, okay, well vitamin K2 does this, or vitamin E8 does this, or vitamin B2 does this, or niacin or thiamine or inositol or whatever. But ultimately you realize that like if you eat natural foods and whole foods only, you will over time have all these things. And you don't necessarily have to worry about nitpicking various things unless you're like a super fucking nerd about it who's like putting all your food into an app and being like, I think I need more than 1000% of my daily recommended intake of potassium. Like that's a whole different can of worms. But yeah, you realize if you eat eggs and like leafy greens and like nuts and butter and shit, like fucking real stuff all the time, you'll be fine. There's the bed. This place is a mess. Love it. Why did I build in the middle of this? Why did I build in the middle of this fucking stone? Hold on. Where's the? I need my fucking headlamp. Oh hey. You mind? Oh, wrong weapon. That. Okay, do I have my headlamp on? Okay, time to put the portal in. This place is a disaster, but it's got charm. East aisle. Grab all the shit. I'm out of here. Close the door so no one comes in. I haven't had my like farmer's hoe on my person in a long time. Occasionally kind of useful to flatten ground out. Alright. What I will do before I leave is I'm going to try to color some of those signs. I really gotta like upgrade this hub to make everything equally accessible. Once the iron's done, and before I start the planes, I'll do that little dinky shit like that. Is it just the primary color, so just green? No. Wait. You said he just exits the window? And then just delete it? What do you do? Oh, he finishes it too. Oh, that's why it disappears. That's what I was wondering. Why he didn't close the bracket. Oh, that's so cool. So, okay, just for now. That's so cool. Oh my God. Oops. Fucked up. What went wrong? What went wrong there? Oh, I pressed the button. Color. Oh, I did the dash instead. I see. Color pink. Oh, pink doesn't count. That's why. Right. Okay. That'll explain it. I got my color thing. Dark salmon? So funny. Just color pink. Color equal. I really do this? Ah, there we go. See, if you want to be a real nerd about it, there's a lot of fucking colors. Wow. I don't have the rods and cones to like properly do this. Yeah, so it's just the problem. The problem was that it was pink's not the right color. Okay, so can you suggest me some colors? What do I do for resin? Resin's kind of like a goldy orange, right? What code should I use? All right, I'm waiting for my code for the resin chest. Okay. My fingers are poised above the keyboard. I'm quivering. Oh, it's raining. I'm wet. Oh, my armor smells. I'm glad I'm not wearing the wolf hair clothing. I bet that smells really bad in the rain. F8 C219. Which one is this, resin? Oh yeah, that's a resin color, all right. Perfect. Ore? Ore is like a silver, right? Yeah, ore is like some sort of metallic, silvery color, maybe a bit of blue. How do I get that? Like this? Check. AD6F1. That's good. I'm happy with that one. Hides would be sort of like a brownish red, right? Try that one. Color equals C. Oh, is that a 0 or a? Find out. Is that a 0? 392. What do you think of that one? 2 red? You try that one. You did. It's about the same. The previous one is better, you think? Maybe a bit of a darker one. What did I do wrong here? Why is that not working? Yeah, yeah, we're like the two blind. We're like the two blind leading the blind. What happened here? Is that what it was? 2B. Why is it not working anymore? Oh yeah, I'm not doing that. I forgot the thing. Stupid. Yeah, it's fine. No, I forgot to put the hashtag. Which of these other need a color? Meats, produce, meals. Produce is like a super bright green. But like the bright greens are gonna be kind of like neon-ish. This one. Two 7 AE 60. Produce. There we go. Then meats is like a reddish pink. Yeah, those are nice details. I agree. It's crazy to use like the full color gradient. That one. Meats a grizzly fucking color. Ugh. Disgusting. Ugh. That's so cool, oh my god. Somehow click The Witcher, which I've never played on stream, as one of my scenes. Thanks for catching that. Okay, so trophies, mob loot, and meals. I don't know. I have no ideas for those ones. straight fat ass like gold. Alright, it's fine. Okay, what's next? All I have left is gold and meals. Master Dub, are you still here? Do you want to get in this? Do you want to get in this sign coloring? You too busy playing idle clickers? What color should my meals box be? Like maybe a strong dark color? Blue? Which blue? There's the site. I'm poised and I'm ready. I bet like a person who's like very meticulous would cringe at the amount of times that I've just like mistyped all of these. 0 4 E 0 F. Oh yeah. Do indeed. Okay, which color is kind of missing from this? There's no blue one over here. Maybe a really dark blue for blue. Two 9 0 E 5. I'll do. Alright, this is so cool. Thank you for telling me about that. Alright, so put all the shit away. Where do my rock? Oh, yeah. Always got rock on the go. Serpent scales, where do those go? Here? Yeah. Trophy. $25 troll hides, troll trophies. What's that guy doing? Is that a pig? How are my onions going? Have my onions disappeared yet? No, they're alive. Oh, my onions. You get them now before they get eaten again. Oh, thank God, I have onions. Okay, now I have to plant them again immediately. Maybe the problem was they were too close to each other. How many onions do I have? 5? 2, 3, 4, 5. Turnips can stay in the ground. I don't care about them. Fill the smelters again. I gotta get out of here. Alright. Yeah, I know, but the reason I'm bringing it up is because there's like, I only really had less than, like, I don't know, less than 15 onion seeds to start off, and like a whole patch of them that I planted were disappeared. I only had 3 onions left to like make the rest. So I'm not sure why they're disappearing. Maybe there's like some sort of critter fucking lurking in my base somewhere that I've never found, or that died or something. But something was fucking my onions up. I had to be a little more vigilant about what it was. I'm just trying to like cover all the possibilities. Alright, that's good for now. Oh, I gotta do this side too? Oh. Oh, I forgot all the codes. The blue one was ore. Orange one was I picked. Is there a way of like copying it? A lot of these are gonna be hard to replicate. Those are all the ones that are in chat. Is there a way of like... So I wonder if... Is there a way of like copying what's here? I don't think so. Okay, there's like a bright green for produce. Is this one? This doesn't sound familiar. Should be close enough. What's the next one? Meats. Oh yeah, really gross color. Fish was I think the salmon one. That one should be the same. Plants will be a dark green, a richer green. Oh yeah. I like that more than the other one. I do. Oh yeah, love it. Guts. That one's like a weird fuck. Look at that one. Like a pinkish blue, right? Blue than that. Try that. I never like to finish this game in the middle of the day. 8, 7, 2, 8, 7. Guts. I never like finishing the game at the end of the day. Pretty close. A little brighter on the other side. 4 is like a silver. 4 just like a rich red. Yeah, yeah. This is the most flaming red. There's always stuff to do to finish up the day. A04 and forge. Same. It was a little brighter. Wood. Much darker green than that. Too bright. Oops. It's fine. Trophies was kind of a gold. Really the same size as the other one? Is that really the same color as that one? I guess so. Gold. What is this one? Yeah. Remember this one. And then what is this? Hides and mob loot. Hides was like a brownish. This is a hard color for me to figure out. Some sort of brownie one. This one, too red. This one. $990033. Hides. And mob loot. Sort of rich blue. Is this the one I did before? Alright, see if I can race to bed and get some sleep. I don't think I'll be able to because I don't have any wood up there. Too late. No rest for the wicked. For the green for the wood, you mean? Why do you want the color code? I can share it. I can share it with you if you like. I got all the color codes. It's too late. It's your chance. Color codes are gone forever. They're my secret. They're my secret codes. I'm gonna delete the VOD. Yeah, it's gone forever. I'll never know. Okay, fellas. I hope you're doing good. Thanks for chilling. Um, looks like I'm just about done the mountain. I have to find the boss altar, and I have to gather enough Fenris hair to make the suit because I know I'm not going to want to go back because I never wanted to go back to the crypts once I was done with the swamps. So I know I got to get all the cave stuff first before I fight the boss. Okay, good night. It's the next step. We're getting close. And then see if either of you guys want to do some ice cave spelunking tomorrow. You never know. It'll be fun. Okay, good night.